Hello, I'm Christine Franklyn, and I am an integrative nutrition health coach. And I work primarily with busy entrepreneurs who just can't seem to get healthy habits to fit into their lifestyle until, of course, they work with me.
And I am Silvana Siskov. I'm a health coach, a nutritionist, and a counselor. And I'm the author, and I wrote quite a few books focusing on health, weight loss, nutrition. And I wrote a book, Live Healthy on a Tight Schedule. And today we are going to talk about how to live healthy when you are on a tight schedule.
Yes, that's so perfect.
Yes. So, and Christine, you said people often come to you, busy people come to you because they want to live healthy, they want to improve their health and their lives.
Yes, because even when we're busy, we still in the back of our minds know, okay, there's something that I'm not doing that I would like to
Mm.
do. So there's usually at least one thing that we know we're not fitting into our schedule. And for some people, it's having home cooked meals. So they may say they don't have time to cook. They don't have
Mhm.
time to prepare meals. They don't have time to even plan what they're going to eat because their minds are constantly going about everything else that they have to do. And they have a really long to do list. And they either don't have the energy to exercise or they can't find the time to exercise, even when they really want to. And, of course, with being busy, then you have stress because your mind is always going, it never
Mhm.
switches off. And that can be so detrimental for your health. So there's a lot to talk about there. And this affects, I think, people across all walks of life who, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you work a 9 to 5 job, whether you're a stay at home mom, anyone can easily feel really overwhelmed and busy these days because there's so much being thrown at us constantly with social media and
Yes.
emails. It feels like we're always in this state of overwhelm if we don't find a way to get a handle on it. What do
Yeah,
you think?
it's so true. I mean, we are constantly busy, 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 doing things, and that's one of the reasons. Actually, that's the main reason why I wrote this book, Live Healthy on a Tight Schedule, because uh, people often say, I can't exercise because I'm too busy. I can't eat healthy because I'm too busy. I can't cook because I'm too busy. I can't go to bed early and have a good night's sleep because I'm too busy. I can't socialize because I'm too busy. People are just constantly busy. And then I decided to write a book. As I said, it's called Live Healthy on a Tight Schedule. And I looked at the 5 areas there. So the first area was about developing importance of developing healthy habits. And yeah, that's really important to look at when we want to improve our lifestyle, when we want to live healthier, especially when we are busy. We really need to start looking how we can develop healthy habit, how we can develop a healthy morning routine, evening routine, how we can find the time to exercise. And then the second area I looked in that book was the diet. And one of the things that I love suggesting to people when they say to me, I'm too busy and I can't eat healthy, I can't cook. One of the things I always suggest to them, just to cook in bulks and then freeze it. And you will
Yes.
always have a healthy food, homemade food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things they always suggest to them. Then another thing that I looked at in the book was about the exercise and how to find the time to exercise. And we often hear things like, yeah, instead of using a lift, use a staircase. Instead of driving all the way to work, park a car far away, or instead of using a bus, walk and things like that. But also another thing that I mentioned in that book was, you know, um, instead of inviting a friend for a coffee or going for a lunch, just go for a walk, go to
Mm-hmm.
the park, go for a
Yes.
walk. And instead of going to the gym on your own, go with a friend and agree to
Yes.
meet there. And then another thing I looked in that book was about the healthy lifestyle, how to create a healthy lifestyle and what kind of things it's important to look at. So one of them is prioritizing the most important things and do them first thing in the morning. When you're too busy, and if you have so many things to do, do the most important things in the morning, and then kind of you're going to feel more freer of the rest of the day. You're not going to feel under
Yes.
too much stress. And the fifth thing that I discuss in the book, which to me is the most important, that's self-care. Yeah,
Very
because
important.
that is really important. It's really important that you make yourself as a priority.
Hmm.
And I discussed in that book about how to schedule a me time.
Hmm.
Because what we often do is kind of we schedule times to meet with friends, we schedule times to do all kind of things, but we don't schedule just a me time, just to be with yourself, to do something you like, and do some kind of relaxing things. Like people often say, "Oh, I love getting a massage, I love having a facial and things like that." But how often do you do it?
Yes.
You know?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's so true. And I always say keep it simple, because if you're
Mm,
relying on going to get a massage or going to get a facial, you might say, well, I don't have time to drive to that place and go do all that. Or, with COVID, you might not have those places that you normally would go to open. So you might not be able to do the same things that you would normally want to do for self-care. But what are some of the simple things that you can do, like reading a book, listen to music,
yes.
that cost nothing, take no effort, you have to go nowhere, and you can do them right there in your home. Just find a quiet little spot, and that's just you and your little activity that takes you away from everything else that you were busy doing during the day. And that time feels so different from everything that you start to look forward to it. So that's how you start to make it a regular activity.
Yeah, that's true. And you see often, like I have sometimes clients, female clients who have a few kids at home, and for them it's really important to have just 5 minutes or 10 minutes
Yes,
me time.
yes,
And I often suggest to them kind of just to go to your room or go to the garden or go somewhere just for 10 minutes, read a book or listen to the music. Or I also suggest to people, like, before bed, just to have a warm bath, lie
yes,
in a bath and read a book or listen to the music, easy listening music, and just lie in a
yes,
bath. It's so relaxing. It doesn't
yes.
cost anything,
Exactly, exactly. So
you
true.
know.
And I think for women in particular, women are used to taking care of everybody else. I don't have children, but I take care of my mother. And then I have to work with clients. And I love working with clients. So I give myself to that. And I have a husband. So I want to spend time with him. And before you know it, if you're not careful, the day is over. And
Yeah.
where was the me time anywhere in there? Everything was about giving to everyone else. But I always make sure that I remember I need to continue to fill up my cup so that I can give to others.
Mm.
Because if I'm depleted, there's no way that I will be able to help others or take care of anybody else. And if I try to do it, I'll feel even more tired. Or for some people may end up resenting what they have to do, what they feel like, okay, I have to do this. This is something I should do. But they
Mm,
resent it
mm,
because they're not taking any time for themselves and they feel like this is just taking everything from them, because it is. If you don't set
mm.
aside that time for yourself and make yourself a priority, it will take everything from you.
Yeah.
So that's extremely important. And I always
Yes.
ask clients about their why. You know, why do you want to be healthy? And sometimes it may come back to, again, taking care of others. It might come back to wanting to be around to see their children grow up and get married and have families of their own. But that why is what will keep you on track. that's what will make health really important to you if you tap into that. Because it's not just another thing to do. We have enough things to do. It's something that's essential. It's absolutely essential.
That is the reason why New Year resolutions don't work, because
Yes.
people don't know why they do it,
Yes.
whatever they decided to do.
Yes.
You
It's
know,
true.
so often one of the main New Year resolutions is to lose weight. Well, if
Yes.
you don't know why you want to lose weight, it's very unlikely you're going to stick to it. You're going to stick to all the
Exactly.
things you need to do in order to lose weight. Because you
Yes.
can't just do it like this and you're going to lose the weight. You need to follow the
Exactly.
certain steps. And if you don't know why you want to do it, why you want to lose weight, why it's important to you, then it's very unlikely you're going to actually lose weight.
Yes.
And so, for instance, if we think of females who are getting married, I think that most probably at least 90% of women decide they want to lose weight by their wedding day, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure that 99.9% of those women do lose weight by their
Right.
wedding day.
Right.
And they lose weight because they know why.
Yes.
They, they want to look pretty on the pictures because
Yes.
those pictures are important to them. They want to feel proud of their bodies. They want to look good standing next to their husbands. And to them, that is their why. And that's why
Mhm.
99% of those women lose weight by their wedding day,
Yes. So it
because
would be
they
great.
know their why. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great if everyone could apply that, not just for a wedding day, because then we have to wonder what happens after the wedding day,
Yes,
because
yeah,
that
but
has
yes,
been,
yeah.
that has been achieved. So then
Yes,
what, you know?
yeah, I know, but it's just kind of, I just
But
use that as
yes,
an example,
yes,
kind of
for
like a
sure.
yes. But yeah, but so for instance, if health is important to you, if weight loss is important to you, if getting fit is important to you, if gaining more energy is important to you, you need to know why that is important to you.
Yes, yes. And the wedding day example is a great one for that because it's a
Yes,
very solid,
yeah,
clear way. So for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, so unless you know why something is important to you, it's very hard to stick to it when things get tough. So for
Yeah.
instance, you want to get fit and
Hmm.
you want to train, I don't know, 5 times a week, but if it's dark and cold outside and it's raining, it's very difficult to get out of the house and start doing some training. But
Yes.
if you are firm about your why, if you really know why you're doing, then it's much easier.
Yes, it definitely is. And our brain likes patterns. So we
Yes.
have our usual pattern, which was whatever we're used to doing. And that's our default. So that's what we like to fall back into because it feels comfortable. As human beings, we like our comfort zone. But when you're trying something new, for sure, there has to be an important way to drive you to do it because it's not going to happen, as you said, it's not going to happen just like that. It's not going to just naturally
Yeah.
become your new life.
Mm,
It doesn't
mm.
fall on into your head
And
and you start to do it.
as I mentioned earlier in my book, Live Healthy on a Tight Schedule, in the first part of the book, in the first chapter, I talked about the importance of developing healthy habits. Because habits can make us or break us in a way.
Yes.
And it's so important to learn new habits if we want to improve our lives.
Yes. And
You
I
know.
always say start simple. So if
Yes.
we're talking about meals, just think about how you can prep one meal. As you said, cook a lot of that. It might be breakfast, it might be lunch, it might be dinner, it might be one specific dish that you start to cook a lot of. So maybe you do a soup
Mm.
and you just try it once and cook a lot of it. But start small. Don't necessarily think that you can prep all your meals for the whole week on a Sunday and you'll do that every Sunday and it will just continue like that forever because that's not realistic. But at least start with one meal and then you get used to it. You realize how much easier it makes your life and then you'll do it more regularly and That's how habits build. And for exercise, and I tell clients, don't plan for the gym if that's where you're going to go. Plan for your gym bag. So, if you're going to your 9 to 5 job, you need to take your gym bag with you with your clothes and everything. So make that your part of your morning routine. Just like if you have children, you have to pack their lunches, you pack your gym bag, and that's all you need to do. And you're going to remember that gym bag is there. You're going to remember that you packed it. And by the time it's time to go to the gym, you can be like, well, I have my gym bag. I took the time to pack it. So, of course, I'm going to go to the gym. But you're not thinking of the big goal. You're just thinking of that one simple thing that you're going to get used to doing. And that's going to be your prompt to do the bigger thing. So that's another strategy that I think makes it easier for really busy people.
Yeah, just as you said, just start small and do things first that are easier, that are more simple. In a way, kind of if you want to improve your habits with exercise or with eating or anything like that. So like with exercise, for instance, as you said, kind of, don't think about I'm going to run marathon. Think about taking the first step.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think we've given some really good tips that hopefully can help anybody who's busy, which nowadays is almost everybody.
Which is everybody.
Yes.
Yes. And the next week, I was thinking would be good idea maybe to talk about intermittent fasting. I keep hearing these days everybody's following intermittent fasting, or everybody wants to follow intermittent fasting, and there are so many different types of intermittent fasting that it would be a good idea to actually talk about it and talk about the differences between different types of intermittent fasting. So what do you think?
Yes, I think that would be an excellent topic, and I can't wait to see where we go with it because I know it's definitely one of those hot topics right now.
Yeah, it's one of the diets that, as I said, so many people talk about because, yeah, I have a few clients. They're saying, "Oh, few of my clients lost lots of weight with it." Others are saying, "I tried it, but it didn't work." So maybe we can look at why maybe it didn't work. So yeah, will be interesting discussion.
Yes, I look forward to it. So join us next week, and we'll see you then.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.